The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They look to throw. It's Locke. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Jackson.
Here we go. Here we go.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is a well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd down.
Ready, 18, Gator. I'm coming for you, son. General West. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. 5. Watch the ship.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. Shifts by him. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
Hey, 88. Hey, exit.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try to knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him.
Can y'all hear me?
Penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Let's go.
Packer was in keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for the Niners. 52 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
That should have been picked.
Zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Let's go!
George Kittle with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Green 19. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Green 19.
From the 41, Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Good starting field position for them here as they
It's
come
from
up
new.
1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
35's the mic.
From midfield, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Riddick. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. 80 weapon. I'm going to come back to you.
Block off a play action. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is the rookie 4th-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Tyler Irvin back deep. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Crash. Check 50. Check. Right. Hey, Echo.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
12 more yards there and another 1st down. Now it's Rodgers. The quick slant caught. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but It's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Sort of interesting going with a draw play there. Do you like that call?
I don't, but it would be a lot more powerful coming from me if I'd said it before the play actually happened, if I'd first guessed it. But look, a draw in that situation, heavy risk reward. If he walks in, it looks like a great call, doesn't it?
Yeah, instead brings up a tough fourth down. Now, 4th and short, had your offense out there. That one stings.
And you know something? Your options change dramatically. Not only is it tougher to go for it, but what if you decided just to line up and try and draw them off sides? If you did it on 4th and short, you could pick up the cheap first down. Now, you still won't get a first down even if you do exactly the same thing.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They go counter with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice hit, boy. Let's go. 50, plant. Come on. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike 35, Mike 30.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. Forced out to his left. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 39. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
That was a horrible throw.
First down there, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel, the rookie wideout, his intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Lock gonna throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Lock now. 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
X3, 218.
Riddick with a carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, 91. 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock stepping up. He'll try and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Drew Lock with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Sorry.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Going up top. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
10 Lobo.
On the ground, it's Reddick. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. 22 yards there, a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's get it.
They run with Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Fault.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he floats one there, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it.
I will after this.
Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Because I got 2 other games to play, but I'm going to fuck you first.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 57.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also
You get me a TV stand, or go.
by what he's seeing on defense. Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things
Bro.
different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On first down, here's Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now.
The fuck?
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's
My game is
and
glitching.
The score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
Shut up. Leave me the fuck alone.
Green Bay, 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett on the tackle. 2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, he's got the hook up to Lazard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Watch the run.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Hop on the dick now. And stop fucking bitching then if you don't want it. I'll put my pants right back on. Shut the fuck. I don't care.
Score closer. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I got you.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise or throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, watch the slant. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Rabbit.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, but it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rodgers going to throw again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Crosby.
He's down by 2 touchdowns. Now I'm going to pass the ball.
That will get him 1 closer.
Now I'm going to pass the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The San Francisco
Now let's pass the ball. If he wants to pass the ball, we'll pass the ball.
Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to patch together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Block again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Come on, guys, block.
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. Block now to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. Still throwing the football here, even with
I have to.
Yeah,
Fucking 2-touchdown lead.
We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
91. Pilot, 64.
They run again with Breida. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Tight end right, tight end right. Switch it. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Game's over. Let's fucking go.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Game's over.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And 2 stop. Ready to go.
Check 31. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Let go. They're coming.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. This is Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
All day. Go. 6-6. Pull it high.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Come
get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Get it.